I know that we are in our way that we do running very behind, but Bobby and I wanted to take a little time to talk with you all about the fentanyl issues that are going on. We have our sister Shireen Primo here too, who's also working with the youth at San Diego American Indian Health Center, and Ivan Sam's doing good work with youth as well. In 2020, we lost a lot of kids. In 2021, we lost a lot of kids. Tomorrow, we will lose a lot of kids. The love and passion in our hearts for those beautiful souls who are walking with us in spirit right now, saying hello and thanking us right now for telling their truth, for telling their story, because we're in pain. Our children are in pain, and our children couldn't dance or sing or hold their grandma for a long time. We lived in a world where we were told to lock down, to socially isolate, to distance. The liquor stores were open, but the churches and the drug and alcohol treatment centers were closed. If you don't have the technology in the community already to get on an AA or an NA meeting, how are you going to survive that? How are you going to have therapy in the home where the damage is happening and within earshot are perhaps the people who are harming, where you're told to do schoolwork online and you don't have Wi-Fi on your reservation, where all the ways that children know to cope, the singing, the gathering was removed, and the drug dealers are waiting, and the cartels are waiting, and the greed is there. And we lost our daughter's best friend in May of 2020, the same day that a young man died on Barona Reservation.
Yep.
So Bobby and I just wanted to share with you, so please take it away.
All right, let me pop this out.
Pop it out.
Can you guys hear me okay?
It's
Okay, I'll be louder. So my uncles and aunts had always told me, let your elders speak first. Hey, sister.
Wait.
I'm creating humor.
I'm older, it's real. I think so. Right.
Yeah, I think so. So anyways, my name is Bobby Wallace. I'm from the Barona Band of Mission Indians. And you guys are young people going to school, trying to learn how to make things better. And I think, well, let me digress. I just learned that word from somebody very special to me. But anyways, so there's somebody in here that I'm really proud of who comes from the same kind of dynamic as I come from. I myself come from a really hard place and probably a little bit fucking worse than most people. But I am proof that people can go through these things and they can change and make better within their own mind and help others. And I have been, traveling across the United States, and I have been going and doing all these things, and going and doing is what makes a difference. Because I think, now this is just me, I think we're the only ones that really can help ourselves. Us indigenous people know what we are inside and outside, and we can distinguish how to help one another. And I find it more true and more true every time and everywhere I go. Traveling across the United States, one year we did 30 sovereign nations, walked with their people. They couldn't believe somebody from so far could come and really care about their people, ask for nothing, collect data, and leave. And somebody's from down by the border, and that was me. And as we were leaving, I remember seeing lots of people, crying and giving the gifts from the Creator. And that thing, the altar out there, those are things from people in different nations that shared their medicine, because we shared our good medicine with talking and helping and listening in traditional value systems. I think when they were picking apart the minds and Freud and all those guys, it wasn't proper to accept a traditional value system like ours. And traveling across the United States, I've been to many different ceremonies and people very many different ways, and whichever path you students go, you're going to find a little different little spice here and there and everywhere. But that being said, it's not accepted in most medical, I would say, communities of spirituality and the great things that can happen with our people. And it makes me wonder too, the way this world is going to, what is it gonna freaking take? Is it gonna take a cloud bringing lightning and thunder and pounding on Mother Earth for people to wake up? And I think so. I think maybe that's the way it's got to go. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. And I think maybe some people have to get scared before they realize, hey man, we're a hurting world. We're killing Mother Earth. We're poisoning the water. We don't care about these brown people. We only care about our money, and that's it. I know that, I'm an intense guy, but I do have some jokes. But I like being intense because I get right to the point, and I will tell you the truth. Sometimes I get a little bit too candid for myself. So when I give you a wink, turn off the video. Hey. So there's a skeleton that goes into a bar and orders a beer and a mop. Oh my God, come on you guys. Okay, the late Mr. Dennis Banks told me that dry joke. Okay, I still see people wondering, what the hell's this guy saying? Freaking Bobby, what do we invite this guy for? Terry. See, Terry gets it. Are you related to him?
I am. I am happily.
Oh wait, they're married.
Happily married to that man.
Shit, man. But you guys really think about this as you're advancing in your careers. And you, Shamice, I'm looking at you because I'm so freaking proud of you. Let's give her a big hand.
Shamice will be beginning the Advanced Standing MSW program in approximately, I'm not going to tell you how many weeks because it's too soon.
And she is a bright, shining star. I've known her since she was before, actually. Yeah, and I'm so proud of you. And, it's like the crab in the buckets, when somebody's doing so good and they're trying to do better things. And this is from post-traumatic stress. This is from the shit that our people deal with every damn day. And you see somebody doing better and advancing, but they're too scared to say, hey, look at my accomplishments. Look what I did, because they're afraid of stuff, and that's what our people do. But we can change. If Bobby Wallace can change, if Bobby Wallace can get an engineering license and a grading and paving license and start 2 corporations and be contractor of the year here and do all these great things and become chief of the longest walk and travel across the country and change people's lives with an 11th grade education, being beat, being starved, and a bunch of other shit, everybody can do it. And these are the kind of things that you'll be faced with every day. The Bobby Wallaces that lived at 14 in the Verona clubhouse in the back because nobody wanted his ass around because he was too wild and he was too free and he ran like a horse and flew like an eagle. And I remember Father Allen and Brother Ed bringing me food, leaving it for me, and I remember smelling beans and coffee in that clubhouse and knowing my people were there with me. And that's part of my spirituality. And that being said, that part of spirituality is not what the mental, how would you say, the mental people, the mental health people would accept. You know, God, it has to be imagination. But I am the guy who has to smell it, taste it, see it, whatever, for it to be true. I can't look at that chandelier and say, oh my God, it grew teeth. You know what I mean? And part of spirituality is part of the love for yourself on the inside. At least that's what I believe. The love for your people, like how I love all you guys. The love for Mother Earth, because Mother Earth, if you just look outside and if you can just shut your eyes and imagine there's roots and water and there's little crawly things everywhere around, are the love just for everything, the planets, the stars, the things we don't know. And I think it all is about the same thing, because we're all connected, we're all tied, we're all entangled. Because if I push this down on the ground, it's going to wake Johnny up. Is that Johnny? Mm-hmm. Hey, Johnny.
He's awake.
It's going to wake Johnny up, and he might get mad and yell at the lady at Denny's or something. You know what I mean? And then it just keeps going. But I really, truly believe it. We're all connected. We all got to try to do the best we can. And we can do this. We really can. So all you younger people, remember, pray the best you can. Doesn't matter who you pray to, as long as you believe in something good. Pray, try to show the love the best you can to everybody, every single day, even if you're having a bad day, going freaking nuts or whatever. Pray for everything. Love one another, do the best you can. It's a pretty simple formula, because out of all the people that I prayed with, we all want a few things. A little bit of love, a little bit of happiness, to be healthy, to be able to procreate, have blood of our own, and just again, to be happy, So I hope my words inspired somebody, and it's a very simple formula. And I know, shit, man, if I can do things, and I can be gifted so many beautiful things that are out there, and I get to know some beautiful ass people like you guys. If I can, you guys can too. Thanks.
Thank you, Bobby. Appreciate you so much. Here at San Diego State, we call our students social workers. But I like to tell my students, you are healers. You are healers. You are the people who will walk into the homes of children who need you there in a good way so their parents can also heal. No one grows up and when they're a little child said, when I grow up, I want to abuse my children. I want to be a drunk. I want to do drugs. I want to harm people. No one wants that. And the things that you've heard about today from Chairman Pico telling you the history of this state on down, all the way down, and all the way around to where we are right now is how we move forward in a good way. I heard someone say it when someone, it was Kutcha, Wrestling Bodley, said, someone invited me to the next Decolonizing whatever it was and asked me to do a land acknowledgement, right? And we do a land acknowledgement, and we called this today Decolonizing Social Work Empowerment Series, because I want you to be empowered. I want you to hear these incredible relative stories, the resilience, the growth, the character, the spirituality. When we have a lot of assessments in our field and we assess for what's wrong with people. We don't assess for what's good. Why don't we ask people, how many days a week are you sober? How many days a week are you out of bed early? We ask, How long do you sleep? How much do you drink? How often do you use? And I am looking forward to the day when all of you change the world, when we have strengths-based assessments, where when someone sits with us, they are lifted up and they say, I can be sober. Wait a minute, I did that 3 days. What went on those days that was better? How'd you do that? You know, you are the people who are gonna change this world. And these ladies here, Miss Shireen Primo here, who I got to raise up and hold by my side all through her bachelor's program. Come up, Shireen.
Yeah.
You know, we actually have a video that we made with Shireen and Whitney Lira and Monet Hefner, who are MSW alumni who are out working with their tribes. And we, as we do, have run quite long today. So we're going to save that video. It will be part of the live stream. It will be a separate video so you can hear from these powerful women. But I just want to honor Shireen and the work that you're doing. Just have you introduce yourself. And and then Miss Jackie is here for our basket making as well. No, Mike. You have to. They won't hear you on the live stream.
Okay, so Hagani Mum, ne Nani Hunt, Shireen Primo, ne Dibia Dokapati Night, ne Biaba San Diego, California, Kumi Islands, ne Noa Nama, Dosawi Wayaput. So hello everyone, my name is Shireen Primo. I represent the Shoshone Paiute tribal nation of Duck Valley, Nevada, and I'm also a descendant of the White Knife Band of Western Shoshone people. Very grateful to be here. Tamra is an awesome sister. She was there for me for my entire undergrad into my graduate program. And she saw me walk through a lot of stuff in life. Just like what everybody discussed today, I come from a community highly impacted by historical trauma, in which transferred into multi-generational trauma within my community. So it was a long, rough path, as you'll see in the video, but I decided to strive for higher education because I wanted to try to help my people somehow. And it was a long path of education and a lot of obstacles. But I'm still here, I got those pieces of paper, and I'm ready to change the game. Not only for my own tribal nation, but all Indian people. We all do this work for the people, like we heard all day today. So I'm just grateful to be part of this warrior spirit movement. Oos.
The first time this lady spoke was at our 2018 Warrior Spirit Conference. You remember that when I asked you to get on that panel at the Warrior Spirit Conference? What'd you tell me?
I can't do it.
I can't do it. I kept putting her on panels. I can't put her on panels, and now. I also just want to acknowledge the help and the blessing of our new incoming student, Angel Ria Tutar. Tell me how to say it right. Ria Tutar, she is coming into our 2-year MSW student, our new ISWA members. Welcome back home, Maria Tinajaro, who is one of my former students, start the MSW program. Miss Shamice Dempsey is graduating with her BASW and going into the advanced standing program. We have 6, count them, 6 Indigenous social work students coming into the MSW program next year. And I am honored and humbled and blessed to have every opportunity to walk with you powerful, powerful human beings. And I appreciate all of our social work students who are here. And thank you, Dr. Fuentes, for being here today.